Thank you to the high school marching band. Now, I am here with former Chelsea football player Jake Ganus. Now, Jake, what do you think of the game so far?
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. We got the lead. We've made some mistakes, but overall, it's been a good game, and we got to keep it up and carry that in the second half.
So, what do you think of the offense, especially with that 12-play, 99-yard touchdown drive?
They're explosive. They got some playmakers out there. I love watching them play. I think this offense, the only team that can stop them is themselves. I think if they run what they're supposed to do and block who they're supposed to block and do all the things Coach tells them to do, I think they'll be successful every time they touch it.
Now, who's your player to watch in the second half?
My player to watch would be safety Bryson Hardy. I think they've completed some big passes. That's really the only offense they've had, and not knowing the scheme, and from my point of view, I don't know who's covering who as a receiver, but I like him as the safety right now. He looks like he's deep. I think we need him to make some of those tackles to save those touchdowns, but I think they're all doing a good job. Just need to do assignment football.
Definitely. Now, you played at Chelsea from 09 to 11. How has the system changed on both sides of the ball since you were present on both sides?
It's a little different. There's different head coach. Some of the coaches are still here, but the offense, it's pretty similar. We like to, tempo. We like to get going. We had me and Julius McCall is kind of like Zaylen, so we were running the ball and throwing a little bit. And on defense, I think Coach Ellis is doing a great job. He's mixing it up, and they run a pretty much a different scheme than we did, so it's a little different.
Now, after Chelsea, you got to play at UAB, you got to play at Georgia. What was it like playing at the collegiate level?
Collegiate level was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time at UAB. 3 years there, gave it all I had, and unfortunately it didn't work out. I had to transfer and went to Georgia, and then had best year of my life. Got engaged. Did a lot of good things on the football field, and really had a great year, and I really enjoyed it.
That was definitely my favorite season of Georgia football to watch. Now, after you played at Georgia, you earned an opportunity to go to Minnesota and play for the Vikings. How was that, and what was that like?
That was fun. It was a great opportunity. I was there all through preseason. I got to play in all 4 preseason games, and I thought I did a good job. I made some plays, put some good stuff on film, so it was a great experience. It was fun. I got to play against Adrian Peterson and all those guys, and it was a good time.
Now, I think a lot of people from Chelsea want to know what is next for Jake Ganus.
So right now, I'm still working out. I'm still hoping to get another chance. My agent tells me good things, and I put some good stuff on film. So now it's, a linebacker getting hurt here or a linebacker not performing well somewhere. It's just going to take something to give me a chance. But I think hopefully by the end of the year I will have another chance, and I just got to make the most of it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, I thank you for coming on. It was a bunch of fun. We'll hopefully see you in another uniform this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Now, looking at the stats, we have the score is Chelsea 35, Pelham 21. Chelsea is edging Pelham in the first down department at 18-8 with 33 rushes for 319 yards to Pelham's 21 for 120. Chelsea is averaging almost 10 yards per rush to Pelham's 5.7. Now, while Chelsea has been effective on the ground, they've also been effective through the air, going 8 for 13 with no interceptions, averaging with 106 passing yards, averaging 8.2 yards. Total plays for Chelsea is 46 with 407 total yards of offense to Pelham's 33 for 284. Chelsea does have the edge in the turnover department as well. No turnovers to Pelham's 1. Pelham is 1 for 1 on 4th down, while Chelsea is 0 for 1. But Chelsea is 5 for 7, and Pelham is 2 for 8 on 3rd down. Now, on offense, Matthew Marquette is 7 for 12 with 56 yards, and Zaylen Reynolds is 1 for 1 throwing the ball with 32 yards. Christian Pruitt has 2 catches for 38 yards. Will Rouser with 2 for 15. Hunter Blackburn with 1 for 32. Zaylen Reynolds 1 for 7. Jay Vickers 1 for 12. Lee Rickard 1 catch for 2 yards. Rushing, we have Zaylen Reynolds 16 rushes, 146 yards. Matthew Marquette 12 rushes, 133 yards. Austin Stallworth getting in there, getting his jersey dirty. 4 rushes, 27 yards, and Jay Vickers with 1 rush and 13 yards. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, we have Jalen Miller leading with 3 tackles, and Regan Wortham, Carter Burleson, Will Shaw, and Hunter Alford all with 2 tackles each, and we have about half of the team with 1 tackle. Now, I'm joined by Richard.
Yep.
And now, what are you seeing from Chelsea that you necessarily like and don't like?
Well, Coach Ellison's not. Coach Elmore's going to be happy. 35 points on the board, probably close to 400 yards of offense in the first half. We're pretty much able to move the ball at will right now. So Coach Elmore's got to be happy about that. Now, Coach Ellis, on the other hand, I can guarantee you he is not really excited about what he's seen the first half. But half of Pelham's yards have come on 2 big pass plays. So, those are easy fixes. You just got to make the tackle.
Right. They have big number 80 down there getting catches. Chelsea's been moving the ball really well. What do you credit to that?
Well, I think, right now, I think a lot of it has to do with depth. We got some good guys up front. We're a senior-laden offensive group. Pelham is still building a program. Coach Causey is just in his second year. They're young. They don't have the size and the depth that Chelsea has right now. And, right now the leadership for Chelsea is on the offensive side. So I think that's why you're seeing a lot of production on the offensive side this year.
What do you think about the trick plays? I know the last 2 weeks, Coach Elmore has seemingly pulled a play out of his back pocket and it's worked. So what do you think about that? And do you think we'll see another one?
Yeah. A lot of times you like those plays because it gives not just these opponents, but your future opponents something else they have to plan for. Something else that's a nightmare. As a defensive coordinator, I don't want to see that stuff on film because that's something else I've got to plan for. So, there's lots of wrinkles that Coach Elmore has. He's not going to do it unless he has to, but I would not be surprised to see, especially the way the offense kind of muddled around that last drive. We may need sometimes something like that's a good spark for the team.
Definitely. Now, Matthew is, like I said, 8 for 13. Do you think that they'll come out more pass-heavy or run-heavy?
You need to still pass the ball. You got to keep the defense honest. We've had some success. We need to get the ball. Coach Elmore would love to get the ball into Jay Vicker's hand and into Greg's hand. And besides that, Zaylen is taking some pops. And, you don't want him taking any useless pops. I mean, you got a 2-touchdown lead. It's a long season. You don't want anybody hurt. We get the ball back, I believe, to start the game. So, or start the second half. So, it'd be nice to come out and put that first drive in the end zone and then get some of these second and third string guys in there. That way, Matthew, we don't have to take a chance of getting some of our starters hurt like Matthew and Zaylen.
Yeah, I saw Zaylen take quite a hit towards midfield in the second quarter, came up shaking his head. I think he was more just startled than anything. Now, DBs, we got to talk about the DBs. DBs have been getting beat. I think we've had 2 big breaks in overthrows by Pelham's quarterback.
Yeah, that's something we struggle with and sometimes is just letting those receivers get on us too quick, and our cornerbacks have got to start dropping a little bit quicker. We're letting these guys Pelham's got some speed, and our corners have got to do a better job of not letting the receivers get even with them before they get in their drops. And luckily, like you said, we've been fortunate they've not been able to connect those, but they get 1 or 2 of those in the second half, it's going to equalize this game pretty quick.
Definitely. Now, like you said, the defense, Coach Ellison's not going to be happy. Well, he is going to be happy, but he's also not going to be happy giving up 21 points. Do you think the defense will come out fiery with a little thing in their step?
Yeah, they're going to have to. They'll make some adjustments to that. Pelham's only really running about 3 or 4 different plays. They've got that little option read there, and then they've got that little pop pass that's hurt us a little bit. We were on the defense was on the field a lot that first half. So because the one thing about our offense is we score fairly quickly, and so the defense gets tired. Normally you see that same 11 on defense most of the time.
Yep.
And it's like we saw last week in Ben Russell. Those guys get tired, and that's when you start falling off and missing tackles. And these guys get some water, they get some energy back. Hopefully, come out and lay the wood a little bit and be able to just got to be able to finish the tackle. A couple weeks ago against Briarwood and Wetumpka, we played really good team defense. We got to the football. We tackled as a team. But tonight, we're trying to tackle too much one-on-one, and we've got to get together and play better team defense.
We've got to mention the weather. It's a beautiful night out here for some high school football, and it's definitely cooler than it has been. I know that being on the sideline, I'm not sweating as much as I normally have. So,
well, yeah, and that's up here on the hill. It's a nice scene, a nice full moon, so it's a nice night.
Quick update on some scores. Briarwood is up 14-0 over Fairfield at the half. Thompson and Oak Mountain are tied at 21 heading into halftime. Hoover is up 41-0 over Tuscaloosa County at the half. And in the third quarter, Mountain Brook is up 20-7 over Spain Park. Now, Richard, do any of these scores surprise you?
Well, it's amazing how far Tuscaloosa County has dropped in the past couple of years. They were always usually a pretty good power. The Thompson Oak Mountain game, that's it's the Oak Mountain team that we beat early in the year. Thompson's struggling this year, so that's not surprising. Then Mountain Brook, that's what we fashioned our defense after is Mountain Brook's defense, and it seems to be working against Spain Park.
All right, thank you, Richard.